Welcome to this video. Today, let's see whether it's addition or the subtraction when it's come to simplifying algebraic expressions. So my channel is dedicated for you to understand math concepts simply and easily with lots of natural examples. In my last 3 videos, I explained you how to think about an algebraic expression in 3 different ways. So with that knowledge, you should be able to create many expressions for a variety of problems. To go forward, you also need to know how to simplify an expression when it is not in the simplest form. You should be proficient in performing simple math operations of algebraic terms. Adding numbers and subtracting one from another is obviously a simple thing to do. However, you may not have the slightest idea when subtracting numbers from a negative number. For example, -7 minus 1. Or you may be bewildered when subtracting a big number from a small number. For example, 8 minus 10. So the cautious should be exercised here. Don't go anywhere. Just stay here. I'm going to tell you what to do. I will explain a universal method that you can use all the time. Do you know subtraction is also an addition when the numbers or terms were considered as positive and negative numbers? -7 minus 1 is an addition of the -7 and the -1. As the negation is the opposite of the positiveness, we can think it as going the opposite directions. Suppose I have to subtract 3 from 2. I can think it as going 2 steps to the right and then 3 steps to the left and then finding the resultant of what I did. Compared to where I was, I have gone 1 step to the left. So the result is -1. What about -1, -2? So in that case, I have gone 1 step to the left and then another 2 steps to the left. It's like altogether I have went 3 steps to the left. So it should be -3. But keep this in your head. Let's do some exercises. Bring a piece of paper and a pencil because you need it. You know the prime number 7? It's a lucky number. So I'm going to do 7 exercises for you, and then at the end of the video I will let you do another set of 7 exercises. With the knowledge of what I have given from my previous lesson, let's try to do some exercises. Here's the first one. It's not in its simplest form and we are trying to simplify them. We have 2x plus 5 and need to add x plus 1 to it. So one can write 2x plus 5 and x plus 1 in this form and add them up. The constant 5 and constant 1 is 6, and then 2x plus x is 3x. One can get the answer like this, or in another way, I can first write all the x terms because we are adding the like terms. We only add the like terms together. 2x and x, let's write them down first. Afterward, 5 and 1. All of them we are adding together. When adding algebraic terms, what we do is we add their coefficients. The coefficient of x is obviously 1. So 2 plus 1 is 3. 5 plus 1 is 6. The answer is 3x plus 6. That's the simplest form. Here's the second one. We have a terms, 3 of them, and constant terms. let's try. Let's write all the A terms first and the constant terms later. When you're adding terms, you can add 2 at a time. 4 plus 3 is 7, and then minus 2a, 9 minus 2 is 7. Now we can again perform the addition. Actually, there's a subtraction. 7 minus 2 is 5. 5a plus 7. One can do the same thing without going through these two intermediate steps. How? Just add all the coefficients of the a together to get the a term. 4 plus 3 is 7. Then I have to subtract 2 from it, so it's 5. And then consider the term 9 and subtract 2, which is 7. Isn't that simple? Now here's the third example. Now we have 3x minus 5x and then 7 plus 2. 7 plus 2 is easy, it is 9. What about 3x minus 5x? 5 is bigger than 3, and how can I subtract a bigger number from a small number? For beginners like you, it might be really troubling. So I'm going to tell you a universally acceptable procedure that you can apply when you have to deal with this kind of situation. Now let's look how to sum numbers associated with plus or minus sign. Actually, I'm going to think everything as a summation or addition. So in that case, I'm going to associate the plus sign or the minus sign into that particular term. In case I'm adding a positive term to another positive term, the result is always a positive term. For example, if we look 8 plus 7, the answer is 15. All of them are positive terms. In case I'm summing a negative term to another negative term, the result is always a negative number. For example, negative 8, negative 7. I'm thinking it as a summation of negative 8 to negative 7. It's like yesterday I lost $8 and today I lost another $7. Altogether, I have a loss of $15. I add these numbers and then put the negative sign. Result is always a negative. By looking at these two informations, we can see that if the sign is same, add the terms and use the same sign. Now let's look what to do if one of the term is a positive while the other one is a negative. In such a situation, the result can be a positive or negative depending on numbers we got. For example, if I have 8 minus 7, which is also can be written as 8 plus minus 7, the result is 1. I simply subtract 7 out of 8. So the sign is a positive sign. However, if number 8 is associated with the negative sign, while 7 is associated with the positive sign, in that case, I'm adding 7 to negative 8. The negative number is larger, so the result should be negative. I lost $8 yesterday and I got $7 today. So totally, I have lost $1. The result is a negative. So the sign is negative. Now, if you look what we did here, in case of we have different signs, subtract the numbers. Subtract 7 from 8. And then use the sign of the big number. The big number is negative, so the negative. Big number is positive, so the positive. That's all we need to do. So if I tell it again, when terms have the same sign, add the numbers, use the same sign. Plus, addition with plus is plus, minus, if I sum with minus, then it is a minus. Let's do a couple of examples until we get the idea. This is easy. We all know it's 15, negative 20, negative 30. It's something like I add negative 20 to the negative 30. So since both of them are negative, the result should be negative, and I'm going to add the number 20 to the number 30. But simply add these two numbers, x. The result is negative 50. How about 30 plus 20? It's positive 50 because both of them are positive. How about this one? Negative 3x, negative 2x. I should use the negative sign as both of them are negative. And now we can add the 3x and 2x. It is 5x. The next one, negative 10a, negative 4a. Both of them are negative. Use the negative sign and add the 10a to 4a, which is 14a. That's when the signs are same. How about they have different signs? In such a situation, we have to perform a subtraction. We have to subtract the small number from the big number by just ignoring their signs and then get the sign of the big number. So if I add plus and minus, the result can be plus or minus depending on what numbers we get. 10 minus 5, different signs, should perform a subtraction. The big number is 10, its sign is positive, the answer is positive. Now look, B. In the B, again, one of them is positive, one of them is negative. The negative number is bigger in size, so I should use the negative sign, and then I just consider 5 and 2 and perform a subtraction. So 5 minus 2 is 3. Similarly, 10 minus 15, use the minus sign as 15, the bigger number have the minus sign, and then subtract 10 from 15, which is 5. Answer is minus 5. How about this one? It should be minus 8 minus 5 is 3. Minus 3x. What about minus 10a plus 10a? The numbers are same, 10, 10. Have different signs, plus and minus. Okay, if that is the case, it's like yesterday I lost $10 and today I found $10. It's like the result is no changes. It's 0. It's 0. Okay, now with that knowledge, we can do a couple of more simplifications starting from our third one. We have 3x and then I have to add minus of 5x to it. And then also have the 7 plus 2, 9. Look, I have negative sign associated to the big number, so you should use the negative sign and then subtract 3 from 5, 2x. Or in other words, I can say 9 minus 2x. Fourth one, 3x plus 7 plus x minus 1. Now, if I consider the x terms, both of them are positive. 3 and 1 are the coefficients, so adding those two, I get 4x. And now, looking at the constant terms, both of them are negative in sign, So the result should also be negative. And now we can simply add the 7 and 1 together. We add those two, it's 8. The next one, 2p plus 7 minus 7p minus 20. Now I'll rewrite them because they have different signs. Plus 2p, and then I'm adding to minus 7p. They have different signs. And then we have the 7 adding to minus 20. They have different signs. Okay, for the p term, 7 carry the minus term which have the higher value. I should also use the minus sign and then subtract 2 from 7, 5. And here, bigger number have the minus sign. So again, I have to perform a subtraction since they have different signs. It's 13. The sixth one, 2x plus 10 minus 2x minus 5. Look, I have plus 2x and minus 2x. I add and subtract. Subtraction is the negative of the addition. So since the numbers are same, the result is 0. We can cancel those two out. 10 minus 5 is 5. So it's simply 5. The last one. Look what we have. We have 2x, 5y minus 10, minus 2x, minus 10y, and plus 12. Now, let's rewrite. 2x minus 2x, they get cancelled out because one of them are negative, one of them are positive. The numbers are same. Y term, the negative 10 is bigger than the positive 5. So negative sign, 10 minus 5 is 5. And for these two numbers, it's 12 minus 10, which is 2. It's 2 minus 5y. Now, I'm going to give you an exercise. Take your pen and pencil, try it out and see how many of them you can get correctly. Hope you enjoyed my lesson. How many of your answers were correct? Type the answer in the comment section. What do you think about my speed of the lesson? Is it too slow or is it too fast? Was it too boring? Were you sleeping in the middle of the lesson? Please tell me more about what do you think about my lesson. And if you like the lesson, please don't forget to press the like button. See you on the next video. Bye.